Assalamu alaikum, this is Muhammad Khair, math teacher at KKI Schools, and our mission to continue the revision. And now we are 3.2 quadratic function in vertex form. Are you ready, my dear students? Okay, let's go. Now the first question here, identify the vertex and the axis of symmetry and the direction of the graph for each following parabola. She asked me about the vertex, my dear student, and the axis of symmetry and the direction of the graph only. The vertex is the point or the lowest points or the bottom for the upward function or graph, and the top for the downward function. So I'm looking for this point. So you have to ignore the horns or the arms of the graph. Don't look at them if you try to get the vertex for any graph. So you are looking for the position for this point actually, and every time you have to start from here, okay, and see how many steps go to the left and how many steps go to the right, and how many steps go up or down. It is so you are here, my dear student. This is someone, okay, and this guy want to reach this point actually, and see he need to move one step to the right, so the vertex start with 1 because it is positive 1 because he moved to the right, and then he moves how many steps down? As you see, it is -3. So this is the vertex for this graph, and directly if you have the vertex, that means you have the axis of symmetry, because the axis of symmetry, it is the first coordinate of the V, which is 1. So you get it from here, my dear student, and don't think a lot about it. So we done, and what we direction of the graph, it is upward, so you write it is upward, the graph. Okay, now if he asks you to about what about this graph, actually this is the vertex, so I need to move 1 2 3 steps. I move to the right. Now I need to reach to the point, so I need to go down 1 step. Okay, so it is -1. Are you happy with that? So this is the vertex for this graph. Last, I'm looking for this point, so it is great for a question actually. And don't miss to find the axis of symmetry here. Axis of symmetry here, it is x equal, yes, tell me, yes, it is 3. So the first number that you find, it is the axis of symmetry. And the axis of symmetry, by the way, it is this line, actually the line that cut the graph into equal parts. Okay, now what about this point? How many steps you need to the right or to the left? Actually, you need to move to the right to reach it. So 1 step to the right. So I write vertex. It is 1 step to the right, and how many steps up? 1 2 3 and 4. And we done, my dear students. Let's move to the next. Here he stopped giving us a graph, he gave me equation, and as we said before, any vertex he asked me to find. Okay, let us read the question. Okay, we will not rush. Take a breath and read. How does the value of A and H and K affect the vertex? You know that this is A, the leading coefficient. It is tell me it is upward or downward. And the H, how many steps to the right or to the left. And the K, it is tell me how many steps up and how many steps down. Are you happy with that? Yes, me too. Now, okay, each function compared to the parent function. This is the parent, okay. The first affected here happen here with this equation. As you see, I have parentheses. That means I have h. So some steps move to the right or to the left. And in this case, because it is -8, so he moved to the right, okay. Because inside the parentheses, all of time we take the opposite. So what we have to write here, you have to write the parent function. Okay, what happened to parent function? Moved where? Moved 8 steps. to right. That's all. Are you happy with that? We're done. Now here, what's the effect that happened here? Actually, he moved to the left 4 steps, okay, and then move 12 steps up, okay? That's all. So you write 4 steps to left. I said to left, yes? Correct me if I did any mistake. And 4 steps to the left and 12 steps to up. Yes. Okay, are you happy with that, my dear student? Me too. The last question here, as you see, there is no parentheses. Because there is no parentheses, that means no left, no right. The graph doesn't move left or right. But here, because the 8, it just move 8 steps up. Okay, are you happy with that? Me too. Let's move to the next. Identify the vertex of the graph of each function. Oh my god, it is the easy question in the world. So he asked me about the h and the k, and I know the h, I get it from the parentheses, but here I don't have parentheses, so it is 0. And the k, it is the number that alone and happy, which is -2. I take it as it is. Okay, now here, the vertex here in the second equation. Ignore this. Don't let this confuse you. Okay, so the h, I get it from the inside parentheses. It is +4, so we write here -4 because the teacher said take the opposite sign from the parentheses. Many times I told that. And the k, the number that alone and happy as it is. Are you happy with that? Yes. The vertex here, the vertex, there is no parentheses here. Yes, no parentheses. I mean by parentheses this. Okay, there is no parentheses, so h equals 0. Don't think. And the number that alone and happy, like me and you, it is 5. Now we reach to the last question here. Tell me, yes, v is -12. Yes, and there is no k, 0. Who agree with me about this question? Actually, I made a mistake here. What is it? Yes, as I told you, here the h all of time I take the opposite, so this is +12 or 12. Are you happy with that? Me too. Let's move to the next. Now here, graph the function for x minus 2 raised to power 2 plus 4. Here he asked me to raise this, to graph this. I know he didn't ask me find the vertex. How I can graph without finding vertex and the axis of symmetry? Okay, I cannot graph until find the vertex and the axis of symmetry actually. Okay, my dear student. Okay, so let's graph it in the simple way. He gave me a vertex form. As you see, this is h and this is k. So the vertex, my dear student, it is 2 and 4 as you learned from before. And then from this I get the axis of symmetry. It is equal to x equal to. So I go to the x part here and draw the axis of symmetry. And forgive me about the bad line here because I don't have a ruler. Now 2 and 4 actually it is where 2 to the right and 4 up, so it is here. Okay, this is 2 and the 4 and this is the vertex. Okay, are you happy with that? Okay, I need to know it is go forward or upward like this, or it is move down. I go to the leading coefficient here and I ask him, are you positive or negative? He said I'm positive, so you have to go upward like this one. Are you happy with that? Yes, me too, me too. And he asked me about the domain and the range. Teacher, don't forget it. I told my student all of time, the domain all of time for this level, it is -infinity to infinity for all the questions. Don't think, please, because you will damage all the word. Okay, this is the domain. What's about the range, teacher? How we can find it? Yes, the range actually you can get it from the graph from here. okay, you say it is from 4, from the vert here, from here, or from here, it is from 4 to positive infinity. So I close the side of 4 and open the side of infinity. So teacher, can you tell us how you get the range here? Actually, my dear student, here, to find the range all of time, okay, to find the range here, okay, let me write the vertex here, it is 2 and 4, okay. I can find it from here directly without a graph. I take this number, I see it is upward, so directly I write 4 to infinity. I'm done. But if it is go downward, for example, you write from negative infinity to 4. Okay, you got the point. But this, for this example, you go all of time for the k and take it and write it in the range to the infinity if it is upward. Or you can take it from here, or you can take it from here as you learned before. Okay, are you happy with that? This is all about 3.2, my dear students. I will see you in the 3.3, inshallah, in the next video. Goodbye.